Hello guys, this is the 7th tutorial in this course, and in this tutorial we are going to talk about dictionaries in Python. So if you worked with the Perl or PHP, then you must be familiar with the concepts of hashes and associative arrays. So a dictionary in Python is similar to hashes in Perl or associative arrays in PHP. And what a dictionary means is, if you worked with an Oxford dictionary, and I'm sure you guys have, then what we see in an Oxford dictionary is that you have lots of words, and then those words have meaning. So a dictionary in Python is similar to an Oxford dictionary in the sense that instead of words you have keys, and then instead of their meanings you have values to those keys, right? So there are two ways of creating a dictionary in Python, and we're going to check out both ways in this tutorial. The first method is you give in a name to your dictionary. So I'm going to call mine address, and then you use the assignment operator or the equal to symbol, and you follow that up with a pair of curly braces. And you don't have to type in anything between the curly braces, since this is the first way. There's another way in which you have to type in your keys and values between the curly braces, but then in this method you just have to get an empty curly braces. And when we create strings, we use the single quotes or double quotes or triple quotes, and when we create lists we use the square brackets. When we create tuples we use the parentheses. With dictionaries we have to use the curly braces, and I'll press the enter key now. So my dictionary has been created. It doesn't have any data at the moment, but it's there in the memory, right? So let's say I'm creating an address book in which I want to have names of people as the words or the keys, and their email addresses as the meanings or values, right? So I'll add my data by typing the name of my dictionary address, and then within square brackets I'll type in my key. So let's say I'm adding the email address of John, and John is a string value, so that's why I'll have to enclose it within double quotes. And keys don't necessarily have to be string values, they can be numeric values as well. So I'll do this, and then I'll type in the equal to symbol and then the value for it. So let's say the email address of John is john@gmail.com. right? I'll press the enter key, and there you go. My first key value relationship within the address dictionary has been created. So I'll add in more data to this dictionary. So let's say I also want to add the email address of Adam. So equal to symbol, and then again the email field is also a string value, so that's why I'll have to enclose it within double quotes, adam@gmail.com, and then I'll add another value, Peter, right? So the email address of Peter can be peter@gmail.com, right? So I have three key value relationships in this dictionary at the moment. And if you want to see the contents of your dictionary, then you can use the print function. Of course, within parentheses I'll just type in the name of my dictionary, which is address, and when I press the enter key, there you go. I see the data displayed to me within curly braces. So print function has made it obvious to me that this data is in a dictionary, and you see that the colon is used as the separator between the keys and values. So adam:adam@gmail.com, this is a key value relationship, and then there's a comma symbol that separates the first key value relationship with the second key value relationship, and then John is a key, and then john@gmail.com is a value to it, and Peter is a key, and peter@gmail.com is a value for this key, right? The second way of creating a dictionary is as follows. You have to supply the name of your dictionary again, and I'll call this one new, and then you type in the curly braces, but this time you have to mention your keys and values within the curly braces, right? And I somehow preferred this way because I don't like this way. For some reason I just like the second way. And let's say I want to have my first key as Apple, right? And I'll add a description to Apple as a value. So I'll type in Apple within single quotes, and just the way we saw print displaying the output of the dictionary to us on the previous line, we're going to use the same syntax to create our dictionary. So I'll type in a colon symbol to separate the key Apple with the value for Apple, and Apple is a fruit, so I'll simply type in that. And let's say I want to have another key value relationship, so I'll get a comma symbol, and then let's say my second key is going to be iPhone, right? So oops, there's a typo there. So iPhone, and then the value for it, obviously I'll have to get the colon symbol here to separate the key iPhone with its value, and iPhone is what? It's a phone, so that's a no-brainer. And then let's say I'll have a numeric key now, so I'll have 7 as a key, and then the description to 7 can be a string value, so 7 is a number, right? So that's good enough. When I press the enter key, my dictionary has been created, and I don't necessarily have to use the print function to see the content of the dictionary. I can just type in the name of the dictionary and the enter key, and when I do that, I see that the keys and values have been displayed. Apple is a fruit, iPhone is a phone, and 7 is a number, right? Next, what we're going to see is how we can simply see the keys in a dictionary and not the values. So what you have to do for that is type in the name of your dictionary and then use the dot operator and type in the keys method, right? So you type in keys and then follow that up with a pair of empty parentheses, and when you press the enter key, you see that you see only the keys in your address dictionary, which the keys are Adam, John, and Peter. And if you just want to see the values, then you type in the name of your dictionary, then the dot operator and then values, right? With the empty parentheses, you press the enter key, and there you go, you just see the values. So that's it for now. In the next tutorial, we are going to talk about data type conversion in Python, which is again very important, and I hope you guys are having fun this